Hello YouTube, Mobius back again with another chunk by chunk Forever World hardcore let's play. A lot of words, still a lot of words. If you enjoyed episode 5, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that cool stuff so you can stick around and see this one and the next one and the next one after that. And at day 7 we'll do a little week roundup kind of thing and its own little video. So yeah, that'll be fun. As of right now, we are on day 6, and by the end of day 6, I actually want to be able to have our circle finished, our circle of chunks finished, and we need to have it by 15 by 15 in a circle. So we still have quite a handful of chunks that we need to get through. So today I am basically just going to focus on getting some blocks so I can feed the World Forge and get more chunks. So yeah, that's the plan for the day. I know, a little boring, but if this is too short of a video, usually I go for about 30 minutes is the length that I try to get the videos at. If it goes like grossly under that amount, I will roll this episode into day 7 as well. And you know, there's probably something that's going to happen because something always happens when I'm digging underground. So yeah. I will go ahead and get started, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is actually open commentary while I'm editing this episode. So basically this entire episode I just mined for the entire day, trying to get enough blocks to feed our world, what are they called? World furnace, world maker, the spawn chunk maker thing, whatever it's called. World Forge, that's what it's called. It's called the World Forge. I remembered. But I wanted to use this time to actually talk about what I have planned for this world, and I might throw up some visuals while the time-lapse is going, just to kind of fill in that space. Because yeah, we didn't really do that much, but I figured it would be a good opportunity to talk about the world itself. So the intention for this Let's Play is actually to make a Forever World. And now I am playing on hardcore, so there is a risk there to where one day we will probably lose this world. Well, we definitely will lose this world. You know, it's like it could just happen from getting poisoned and I jump down an extra block and take half a heart of damage and die. You know, like those things have happened to people in the past and they have lost, you know, 7-8-year-old worlds. My intention for this world is that because it's going to be a forever world, we aren't going to think about it in the same way as we would for a normal Minecraft world. What we're actually going to do is plan these extraordinary long-term ideas and just chip away at them over time. So we might not see progress very quickly, but at the end of things, we'll be seeing enormous changes, like massive structures, massive world changes, just different things like that. So I kind of wanted to talk about what I have, you know, planned for our base, because we're 6 days in, and that's already like 18 hours at the end of the day, and we'll have another 3 hours after day 7. And so we haven't even, you know, talked about having our base yet. But the idea is I'm going to have this massive ring. And then at the center of this massive ring, we're actually going to put a massive lighthouse. And then we're actually going to fill a lot of the void with a ocean. And so between these like massive islands will just be, you know, oceans that go all the way down into the void. And I think that would look really, really amazing. But another reason why I wanted to do chunk by chunk is because one of my favorite things to do is use an elytra. So we're also going to have a lot of elytra builds, and using our chunks we'll make like massive structures and kind of connect them with bridges and stuff so we can fly around them, and it could actually be enjoyable to use the elytra. But you know, back to our main island. So we're going to do a 15 by 15 circle. Well, that's the plan at least. Hopefully we get there. I don't think we're going to get there at the end of day 7, if I'm honest. I think we still need basically double the amount of chunks that we have already by the end of day 6. We need double that amount to be able to make the entire circle. So I don't think we're getting there until maybe week 2, the end of week 2. But yeah, we'll still chug away at that. And then once we have those chunks up, I'm actually going to make a perfect circle that connects all those chunks together. And I'll put a graphic up just so this makes more sense. But we'll have like a perfect circle all the way from bedrock all the way up to the top of the world. Or not to the top of the world, but up to our island level. And then at the center of that is where we're going to put our lighthouse. And our lighthouse build will probably be the biggest, most time-consuming build that I have planned right now. I'm sure we'll do something else in the future that'll dwarf it, but as of right now, it's going to be basically a massive lighthouse that takes up most of the island, and under it, we're going to hollow out all of those chunks and build something underground as well. Like, we'll use that underground space. I don't really have a ton of plans for that, but we will. That is the idea, is that we'll have underground to build in as well. Yeah, that's why I've been digging so much also. It's like we're gonna, it's like we need to dig all these blocks anyways to make new chunks, so might as well plan to have that as a feature rather than just an effect of this. But since we are playing on a, what is it called? The large biomes preset, we won't actually see a change in biomes unless we go out like really, really far. And so to like get mountains and stuff, we actually have to travel really, really far, and that's on purpose. It's so that, we can build infrastructure in the void and like have these like outposts for us, all throughout the void, and then have this central lighthouse that's like, the center of our world basically. But yeah, so that is our current plan for our lovely world. And of course, we are still going to do things like we're going to go ahead and try to find the stronghold. I don't really have a ton of plans on how to do that just yet. I think if we throw ender pearls, it will still work, like as if the stronghold is spawned in. So maybe we can, have ender pearls and go in that direction, however far it needs to go, and it'll be probably like a couple thousand blocks or 1,000 blocks, away, and then we'll spawn that chunk wherever the eye ends up going, and that should be where the stronghold is. But I actually have no idea what the end looks like, because right now I'm assuming it's just going to be normal, because when I was testing this, I only went to the nether, and we went to the nether a couple episodes ago, or an episode ago, and that is also a chunk by chunk world. And so we're also going to use that as like a highway system, and we got to be really careful, because in the nether I want to make sure that we kind of control what's happening in there. And so we're actually going to dig out every chunk that we spawn in there so that we can kind of control the whole nether without worrying about it. It'll be like as if you're building on top of the nether, but just in the normal nether. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's, again, all this stuff is like really long-term plans, and that's really just so that it makes it easy for us to like build things like gold farms or bartering farms or stuff like that. And it's like we do need to get blaze though, so we will actually eventually have to find a nether fortress, and I don't know if there's a way to actually find a nether fortress easily with this mod pack, but that's a hill that we'll climb when we get there. But yeah, anyways, so those are just a couple of plans that we have for the world. If you have any questions on like what else we're gonna do, let me know. And if you have enjoyed this series, I know this is kind of a shorter episode, but if you have enjoyed it, please do the cool YouTube stuff of liking, commenting, sharing, doing all that cool stuff. I'm enjoying playing this, and I want to keep doing it for a while, and it'd be really cool to get support in that. And I do want to say that after every 30 days of playing it, I do think I'm going to release the map for anyone else who wants to play on it. So yeah, that would be cool. So if you are interested in doing that, make sure to subscribe to me, and we can have that little back and forth. Alright, I'm going to end this episode pretty soon, so I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Alright, like I suspected, we are ending just from mining, but we were able to get 28 chunk spawners. Oh, I can't believe I just accidentally placed one. Anyways, 27 chunk spawners, and we're gonna go ahead upstairs. It is officially day 7, so this will be our last day to actually try to get our circle done in time. This is an arbitrary, rule for me. It was just something that I was hoping to be able to do, but let's still try to push and try to get it all done. Yeah, I was hoping to be up at the top of this ladder by the end of that spiel, but I am not at the top. Yeah, but we'll put the whatever we just picked up as well, mining wise, and we'll probably get a couple more. Not a whole bunch more. I only went up to the bottom because I ran out of diamonds. So we went diamond hunting for a little bit. We only got 6, which is awful. But, oh well. See how much that gives us. And we'll drop off all this extra stuff. And let's see what we have in the tube. Just one extra. This one's to replace the one that we accidentally broke. What is that? World core. I can make a world core from a world core. Oh, it changes it back. From... Wait, what the hell just happened? Okay, whatever. 28. Don't know what I just did. I'm gonna watch that back and it'll totally make sense, and so it makes sense to you guys. But let's go upstairs and start placing some chunks. Ah, beautiful. Make sure there's no creepers. I think we're good. And we're just gonna go all the way around one big circle. So yeah, we should be okay. Let's go this way. Chickens, oh chickens, give me your eggs. Alright. Put your guesses in the comments. Will these be chickens? 1, no. Oh, 2, no. And we got chunk number 1. Perfect. Chunk number 2. Excellent. And we'll have to come back through here and cut all these trees and flatten this land. But that'll be future me issues. Whoa. That one's a little rough. Oh man, that one went up. Sweet, 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 sweet. Yeah, we'll see how much changes that'll be. Whoa. Oh no! No! These are so expensive. Why am I misplacing them? How do I pick these up? Is it a sword? I don't know how to pick these up. We're just gonna leave those there. Maybe I can pick them up in the future. Can't believe we did that. I almost just did it again. I almost misplaced one again. It's because like left trigger is to place it and to activate it. So I think that's what's going on. Okay, so we got one big ring. Excellent. Let's see. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go out like 3 rings more than this. Which is crazy. That's a lot. Oh, fuck. A wolf. Do I kill that wolf? We don't have sheep. Alright. Oh, wow. Huh. Let's go to this little island, and hopefully it won't be an island. Beautiful. Almost. Yeesh. That was not a very good one. Let's see. We need to put one there, don't we? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's check out the map. So that's what we have now. Let's go back downstairs and see if that the amount of things that we put in actually adds another one. The world forges. Good lord. Remember the words. Words are hard sometimes, though. Oh. Let me just break my legs. 2 extra ones. We're really close to a 3rd one, too. Do we have anything else we can feed it? I wouldn't mind having a 3rd one. I can't believe we, like, wrecked 2, though. Idiot. I guess not. Alright, let's go put these last 2, and I guess we'll end it. I hope I have some plans on, like, what else I can add to this. I mean, I did fight a ton of mobs underground, which was pretty intense. But that was a lot. This way? Wait, what? Oh my god. No, why am I misplacing things? There's gotta be a way to break these, right? Like, it's just not gonna just let you fucking misplace them like that. That'd be a really horrible design. Alright, let's try these tools, right? Maybe it's a hoe. Maybe it's like the least used tool. Come on. It seems pretty quick. Nope. And no, I cannot believe that. Hey, mod author, how about you fucking fix that? That's super annoying. You can just misplace these fucking things? You can't pick them up? Where was it? This. Okay, these ones can be picked up. Why the fuck can't you pick up the spawners then? Ugh. We need to grab some copper. Get these last 2. And end the episode, I think. Yeah, hopefully I, you know, talked about the plan for this world. Because that was the idea. I don't know if we're gonna make the whole circle though at this rate. We still have a lot to go. And it's like the further the outer rings are, the more that you actually have to make. Like, it'll take more time to make the outer rings than the inner rings. Let's go this way. And this will be the last one. Boom. Alright. We'll call this here. Last episode for the week will be day 7. And hopefully we'll get this circle done. It doesn't look like we're going to get this circle done though, if I'm obvious. I'm going to off camera count how much spaces I still need. And see if it's maybe possible. But until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, so that I can keep making these and you can keep watching them. Sound like a plan? Alrighty. Have a wonderful day. I love you. Goodbye.